Let's start from the top. Why do women play games with some men, but never with others? What's actually happening?
Women play games when they're unsure of the man, when they sense he's insecure, overly available, or trying too hard. But the moment a woman senses a man who knows himself, she stops instantly, because she knows this man won't tolerate it.
So, it's not about the woman being bad.
Not usually. Most of the time, she's simply testing his emotional strength. But once she meets a man who is stable, grounded, and unshakable, there's no benefit to playing.
Let me ask you about a story you once mentioned. The guy who texted good morning every day. Explain that.
Ah, yes. He meant well. Every morning, he sent long messages. He changed his schedule anytime she was free. He tried to show he cared. But eventually, she grew distant.
Why does that happen so often?
Because when a man overgives before a woman invests anything, she subconsciously thinks, he needs me more than I need him. And when that happens, she tests more, cancels plans, responds later, pushes boundaries. Not to hurt him, but to see how strong he really is.
So the moment he pulled back and focused on himself, she became more interested.
Exactly. Because she finally saw, this man values himself. And women don't play games with men who value themselves.
So let's talk about this unplayable man. Who is he? What does he look like in real life?
He's calm. He's consistent. He has a life outside of her. He doesn't need to impress. He doesn't panic when she pulls away. He doesn't explode when she tests him. He knows who he is, with or without her. That's the type of man women respect immediately.
And this isn't about being cold, right?
Not at all. It's about having a backbone. Women are naturally drawn to men who move with internal strength. A man who is emotionally steady, not easily shaken, not easily manipulated.
Tell me about that story from Canada. The girl who kept canceling plans.
Yes, she canceled on him 3 times, and he always responded with, "No worries, we can reschedule." He was trying to be nice, but she saw it as weakness.
So what happened?
On the 4th time she canceled, he simply said, "I think our priorities don't match. I'm stepping away. Take care." No anger, no drama, just self-respect.
Let me guess. She came back?
Immediately, she apologized. She stopped playing games because she finally realized he won't tolerate this.
Let's go deeper. What are some early signals that tell a woman, this man is strong, I can't play with him?
There are several. His mood doesn't change based on her responses. He doesn't rush. He listens more than he talks. He keeps his life running normally. Gym, work, goals. He never begs for attention. He's calm even when she's emotional. He doesn't chase after being ignored. He's not afraid of losing her.
That last one seems huge.
It is. A man who fears loss becomes reactive. A man who doesn't fear loss becomes respected.
Let's talk about walking away. Why is that so powerful?
Because walking away is a man's loudest form of communication. It says, I choose peace over chaos. I won't fight for someone who's unsure. I'm confident enough to be alone. Women don't play games with a man who is willing to leave rather than chase.
It's funny. Men think walking away will make her leave forever.
But in reality,
It often makes her respect him more.
because real confidence is rare.
We have listeners from Cambodia, US, UK, Philippines, everywhere. Does this dynamic change by culture?
The culture may change, but psychology does not. Across the world, women respect confidence, emotional control, ambition, boundary setting, independence, self-respect. A woman from Japan or Brazil or Malaysia may show it differently, but the core reaction is always the same. Women don't play games with men who know their worth.
So, what about women's tests? Are they intentional?
Often, no. Most women don't even realize they're doing it. Testing is emotional instinct. She wants to see if you're stable, if you're confident, if you're a man she can trust long term.
Give an example.
Sure. Let's say she delays her reply. A weak man panics. Did I say something wrong? Is she losing interest? He starts over-texting. But a strong man? He just continues his day. That calmness alone tells her everything.
What's the number one mistake men make that instantly invites games?
Giving too much, too soon. When a man gives too much attention, too much effort, too much emotional energy, too many compliments before she has invested anything, she senses imbalance. Women don't take advantage of balanced men, but they unintentionally take advantage of men who give everything without receiving anything.
Tell us that story from India, the guy who transformed himself.
He used to be overly eager, always available, always waiting for messages. Women lost interest quickly. Then he worked on himself, built confidence, set boundaries, focused on his goals, and stopped chasing. When he met a woman who tried playing games, he didn't respond emotionally. He just stayed calm. Eventually, she told him, "I can't play with you the way I play with other men."
That's real power.
Exactly. Not force, not ego, just internal strength.
So let's describe that energy, the kind of vibe a man gives off when women start playing games.
It's quiet confidence. A man who takes his time, chooses his words, doesn't react emotionally, listens more than he speaks, stays grounded in conflict, doesn't try to impress, knows what he wants, knows what he will not accept. Women feel it immediately.
It's like masculine calmness.
Exactly. Calmness is masculine. Chaos is not.
Let's go through real-life scenarios. I'll give a scenario, and you explain how a respected man responds. Scenario 1. She pulls away suddenly.
He doesn't chase. He gives space. He continues life normally. She returns because she feels safe with a grounded man.
Scenario 2. She gets jealous to test him.
He doesn't play along. He doesn't argue. He simply says, "I don't compete. If you want me, you choose me." Then he stays calm.
Scenario 3. She tries to provoke him emotionally.
He listens. He stays logical. He doesn't mirror her emotions. That stability ends the test.
Let's give listeners an example of how this man actually talks.
He speaks slowly. He speaks clearly. He pauses. He doesn't rush his words. And he doesn't explain himself too much. For example, instead of, "I'm sorry, I just feel like maybe you're upset and I want to make sure everything's okay," he says, "Is something on your mind?" Simple, direct, masculine.
This has been powerful. Before we close, what's one message you want every man to walk away with?
Stop trying to prove your worth to women. Start proving it to yourself. Because when a man respects himself, the games stop. Not because she's scared, but because she finally feels safe.
Beautifully said. And for everyone listening, remember, Women don't play games with men who know their value. Become that man. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next episode.